Hey there, this is Laura once again. I'm ready to tell you all about episode 2 of the 40 Unfiltered series. It is 5, I'm exhausted, and I have to stop the day. But first, I'm going to go grab myself a cup of green tea and then come and tell you all about it. So, I'll be talking about slow productivity. Remember, these are things that I have learned the hard way, things that I wish my 30-year-old self or 20-year-old self had known. And what have I learned about it? I have learned that you do so much more when you do fewer things, when you focus on quality, when you don't multitask and you're just always busy like most of us are. I'm going to be giving you just a few pointers. So the first thing is learning to prioritize our tasks or the things that we do. I find that that's quite a rare thing, and that's why many people are just randomly, excessively busy all the time. Not everything can be urgent. There's high, there's highly important, there's medium, and there's low. They can't all be the same. And so we should always categorize them. Because if you do this and you constantly cut, even if someone calls and says, I need you to do this, put it in, slot it in where it's supposed to be and get to it after you finish the most important ones. The second one that I'll talk about is boundaries. Having boundaries. This is so important. I wish I'd done this before. And by boundaries, I mean time boundaries and everything. So just a quick one. One of the things that I do now is that I stop work at 5 and that's it. And I used to think that was impossible because, well, travel industry, hotels, work just doesn't stop, but it actually can if you create systems and just prioritize, like I said. So if you say you're going to stop at 5, then make sure there's a habit, something that you're starting right after. Either you're going to the gym, you're going to take a walk, there has to be something that you do right after that. Otherwise, it would be so much harder. In my case, I'll always try and go for a walk or have a book that I'm ready to switch to. In this case, I'm reading this one. And so it's different. On different days, I have something that I do that I start at 5, and I'm very deliberate about it. And then the next one is multitasking. Many of us think being able to multitask is actually such a cool thing. It really isn't. You have to be able to do one thing at a time and finish it. Focus on quality. Don't be a jack of all trades. Don't be that person that's always, yeah. I'll give an example. Even at Travelneza before, we would start so many projects and just never see them through to completion in a very, in a way that's ready to go to market completely. So like the Neza wallet, Neza loyalty, and this, we would come up with so many things. And the year ends and they're still in the pipeline, So rather than multitask, have particular projects for a particular quarter. So you say this quarter, we're going to do this, you're going to focus on that, and you do it to completion, 360 degree. And then the fourth one is take on fewer commitments. One of the reasons why people just don't deliver on time and we're always quarreling with carpenters, graphic designers, tailors, who else? Everyone, basically. Think about it. We're just always quarreling about people never delivering on time. And that's just because they take on way too many commitments. And people forget, let's talk about in the corporate world more. People forget that with every project, there's so much admin around it. So much admin around it. And that takes so much time. So we keep thinking that it's stuff that we can rush into and we forget that there's just all the nitty-gritty stuff. So be much better. Take on fewer commitments. Like I said earlier, decide what you're going to do per quarter. Do it well, and you'll have less conflict, less stress, and less burnout in the end. That's it for me for this episode, and I will see you in the next one.